in the various centers. It is really heartening to note the excellent activities which you are doing in spite of procedural difficulties, which are mainly due to probably not very effective communication between the headquarters here and each and every one of you. But in spite of that, you are adjusting to such conditions and then trying to do maximum. In fact, I had occasion to be the chief guest of one of the convocation as well in Ethiopia. It was a very remarkable event. Even the entire country was looking at Indira Gandhi National Open University and of its offer of various programs. So Indira Gandhi National Open University has been trying to understand the context of our programs in the various countries and then try to provide appropriate education opportunities over there. From the communications which I receive from various countries, I understand that there is lot of interest every day. Interest on Indira Gandhi National Open University's programs is increasing. I had occasion to attend 2 international conferences also, very important conferences. One ASR conference in Sri Lanka, in Colombo, SAARC Education Ministers Conference in Sri Lanka, Colombo, a few months ago, and just 2 months ago, I had occasion to be part of the Indian delegation in the Commonwealth Education Ministers Conference and Commonwealth Vice Chancellors Conference held in Kuala Lumpur. There were the explicit references, positive references about Indira Gandhi National Open University's presence, Indira Gandhi National Open University's activities in many of the African countries. And I attended one more conference in Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. There was also, that was a meeting arranged by the Commonwealth of Learning. We had several representations from the African countries for initiating our activities across African countries. You know that we have a flagship program, again coordinated by the International Division under the Pan-African Network. Professor Parveen Singler was also in Ethiopia in connection with this Pan-African network. Recently, just a week ago, from our studio, we inaugurated a center in the University of Alexandria, Egypt, one of the centers for our programs. So far, we have been doing only very limited number of programs in these centers, depending upon the requirements. Now we see that there is a lot of interest on many of our new programs as well. We are receiving requests for starting PhD programs in many of the centers, as well as from some cases MPhil also, but I do not know whether MPhil is going to be a real necessity from our point of view. Then recently we have introduced large number of, during the last 1.5 years, we might have expanded our list of programs considerably. And it is very important that we create an awareness about the new activities of Indira Gandhi National Open University. Of course, from the website or through some interaction, you may be getting some information, but that is not enough. How exactly you can participate effectively in such activities? And then how to give some sort of an autonomy for centers which have been functioning very effectively during the last maybe 5 years or 6 years, 5 years. Such aspects also we need to take into account. We are also thinking of looking at changed managerial procedures to run the partner institutions, in the sense that a major partner institution functioning as some sort of a regional office, just regional office of Indira Gandhi National Open Foreign Office of Indira Gandhi National Open University, and then suiting the requirement of the country, suiting the rules over there. If you are allowed to operate as per the rules of the country, even starting study centers, because there are requests coming from some countries. Then we are also looking at creating examination centers just as we do in India. So there are several things to be taken care of. And then there is a lot of interest in some of the professional programs as well. Indira Gandhi National Open University is now making use of technology in a very effective way. How all these technological capabilities coupled with your requirements can address these issues. These are the major agenda items which we are going to discuss. I think the issue of provision of providing the study materials in time, conducting evaluation of the answer scripts and then declaring the results on time, then creating better facilities, or providing better facilitation for all of you to function in the partner institutions in a much more effective way. These are all things to be discussed and finalized. We know that several issues are pending, but stepwise we are trying to improve, and this particular 3 days meeting gives you an occasion to interact with our international division. Of course, you are daily interacting with them, but in addition to that, you are getting an opportunity to interact with the heads of the directors of schools, heads of divisions, so that they understand your problem much more effectively and then address those issues. During the last 1 year, after your last meeting, at least 10 more new schools have been introduced in the university. You will get an occasion to get a feel of these new schools. The directors and teachers have been appointed. Some programs they have initiated, and we have also started a number of other special activities. During these 3 days, you will get an occasion to understand these new activities as well. Being new activities and being new schools, probably you can even think of, right from the very start itself, you can think of new ways of facilitation of such programs in your centers. So these are some of the things which we thought we should discuss. And then there are issues connected with fee remittance. There are from Ethiopia, I understand, when I went there, they were mentioning about, because of the foreign exchange regulations and all that, they face difficulties in remitting the fees and all that. There are several issues. These are all quite natural, and we are very open, and we sincerely believe that by understanding your problems, we will be able to give some solutions. And then I will request my heads of divisions, directors of schools, and the various functionaries in the Indira Gandhi National Open University with whom you are dealing. They should understand their problems in a very different way, because they are totally isolated from us, being outside the country, and therefore we should look at their issues in a very passionate way and then try to find out solutions for it. And whatever recommendations which you are collectively giving, that will be implemented. I know that our condition, coming to Indira Gandhi National Open University, even the road is very difficult, and the guest house facilities are not very super or anything of the sort, just very ordinary. In spite of all these difficulties, you make it a point to attend this meeting for 3 days, and that shows your interest in promoting Indira Gandhi National Open University's activities all over the world. I take this opportunity to thank you very most sincerely for your interest. I would also think that we would upgrade the levels of the partner institutions in a much more effective way. Probably some institutions were even asking about appointment of research and teaching assistants, RTS scheme in some of the centers. We are open for discussion on all these items, and we will ensure that postgraduate in addition to the very common undergraduate programs, we will also initiate some of the postgraduate activities and the research activities. In Ethiopia, I have seen that one of the programs which is offered by the School of Continuing Education, that is the MA in Rural Development. MA in Rural Development. It's a very popular program in Ethiopia. A large number of government officers have got these degrees, received this MA in Rural Development. They were asking how we can continue further studies in rural development contextualized to their conditions. And then there is also a need for changing some of our content with regard to the case studies. For example, some of the case studies which are prescribed in some of these programs, they are of Indian case, naturally Indian context, and therefore there is a need of contextualizing such case studies suiting the requirements of the country. So we have to look at some of these aspects. Maybe looking at the core content and then giving the freedom for the partner institutions to contextualize the content and the case studies so that more people can effectively participate. And there has been requests from many countries, from the many embassies of different countries to establish the centers, Indira Gandhi National Open University centers by Indira Gandhi National Open University itself in such countries. There has been offers. We are